gas gauge saga continues. This is basically what I saw when I was on the road. I'm cruising down the highway, got my brand new car with me. I'm having a time of my life. I'm cruising out, hitting about 70, 75. Oh, this drives pretty good. Let's hit 80, 83. Ooh, starting to get squirrely. Let me back off a little bit. Yeah, so I look down and my gas gauge is blinking at me. Okay, that's not good. And then the car shut off. And then, you know, I'm on the highway, so I put it in neutral. And then I coasted off to the shoulder and kind of like, you know, just took it as far as I could on neutral. You know, I tried to crank it up again. It was a crank no start. This thing kept blinking. At that point, I just kind of chilled on the side of the road. I opened the back hatch, just kind of get some airflow. And about 30 minutes later, I tried it again. Boom, it started up. So, you know, I was able to get off. The interstate and then get into town, and then it later shut off again. But basically, what I got going on here is that the fuel pump is disconnected. Right? I don't have the fuel pump connected. I don't have the vapor canister, and we're kind of duplicating what happened out on the road. So, I think I have a wiring issue. And I'll show you guys why. I'm going to share what I find. Because, go here to this harness. Alright, so this here is the fuel pump harness. Now there should be a gray locking tab here. Let me focus. There should be a gray locking tab and that thing's missing. Another thing I'm noticing is that throughout this car, any wire that's like brown, I'm seeing that all the browns are grounds. And let me zoom in here. And this wire just looks suspicious there. Like it overheated. It's really brittle. It's really stiff. And these cars don't have solid wiring. These all have like stranded cables. So this wire being pretty stiff tells me that maybe because that ground tab was not in the fuel pump, that maybe when the car vibrating, it was vibrating out. Lose connection, you get a lot of heat because the contact is trying to arc. You get electricity jumping from one end to the other. You create a lot of heat, and thus this wire being very, very stiff. And then I don't know if that's tape or what, but then this little like tit here looks suspicious. I'm gonna put an ohm meter between this lead and like the ground. And then I want to move the cable, and I want to see if there's any breaks in the cable. Because if there was like a faulty, like a break in the cable, then the fuel pump was like not getting, not getting electricity. Or if there was, it loose connection, creating a lot of heat. I don't know. But I'm going to replace this. I think what I'm going to end up doing is, after I'm done with the fuel pump, I'm going to end up replacing this harness with one that does have the locking tab and healthier wires. I'm just going to cut them, solder them. I'll put a heat shrink tube over them, and another heat shrink tube, and maybe like some like the Chinese finger looking cable protector. So I'm gonna be working on this. I think this might be the cause, but I'm gonna replace this and I'm gonna check my grounds. We're obviously gonna do the fuel pump, and figured I'd share, but that's where we're at right now. All right, peace out, guys.